Hey guys, this is Don again, and this is part two of our discussion on guidance. If you haven't heard the first one, I encourage you to do so and check it out on the channel. And so here it is. As we progress on our journey to awakening, as we journey together, our intuition will unlock more. Our abilities will unlock more. And guidance can come through perhaps quicker, or will have more avenues to communicate to us. We will be more sensitive in our ability to sense the things happening around us. We will be more empathic. We will be able to listen to our heart even more. And so heaven will use that even more. We just need to believe it. We just need to know it. And again, I think this is where another problem comes in. Many of us believe that when heaven speaks, heaven will guarantee you comfort and joy and having it easy. Sorry, I don't think that's how it works. Again, you'd hear me say this often. The universe doesn't give a shit about our feelings. It will only show us a path where we want to go, where we choose to go. And that path may not necessarily be comfortable. In fact, oftentimes, heaven will push you to the uncomfortable, because heaven will want you to move out of your comfort zone when you've decided, when you've chosen to be something else. When you've chosen to be a better version of you, you cannot stay where you are. So heaven's gonna give you guidance that will push you out. But the problem is we want guarantees. We want guarantees that we're not gonna fall. We want guarantees that we're not gonna fail or get hurt, forgetting the fact that falling or failing or sometimes tragedy can be our greatest teachers. And here we are having clear guidance already that this is where you should go if you said you wanted to do this. But we're so afraid because we don't know, we cannot see what's beyond. We're afraid we might trip. And so that's why we're stuck. So I'm convinced it's not about not receiving guidance. I think it's about not having the courage to follow guidance. Guidance is always there. Guidance is always available. It is our fears that get in the way. So let me explain it this way to illustrate the point. How many times has it happened to you that we're looking at our plate and you get a hit that says, you shouldn't eat that. That's not good for you. That's guidance, right? You receive that all the time. In my case, obviously, I don't follow it too often, but that doesn't mean guidance isn't telling me not to eat that crap. Guidance is there. How many times has it happened to you that you get a hit on calling somebody and then all of a sudden that person actually needed you, or you needed something from that person? That happens all the time. That's guidance, right? There's this one time I was at a resort and there was this waitress who was such a bright and jolly person, and she was serving us for the past 3 days, and somehow I'm just drawn to her. One breakfast, I think it was her last day, I got a hit and that says, give her 1,000 pesos. And immediately the self-sabotaging part of me would say, $1,000, you don't tip that much. That's too much already, blah, 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 and whatever reasons to sabotage the guidance I received. Instead, since I was in a good and happy place, I was like, no, erase, follow the first thought. So I called the girl, and after we ate, I gave her $1,000, and I said, thank you for being so nice to us this whole weekend. And all of a sudden, she just gave me that big smile and she says, "Wow, sir, you know what? This is perfect. I'm going on leave tomorrow because it's my birthday and I wanted to treat myself out. And now I have money to treat myself out. So thank you so much." And I'm like, that made my day. If that's not guidance, what is? She made my day, I made her day, and everybody happy. That's how heaven works. We just sabotage it. Our minds just sabotage it because we're afraid. I'm afraid that I won't have enough 1,000 peso bills. I'm afraid that I'm hearing things. I'm afraid that I am being careless. But guidance was clear. Go give that girl $1,000. So I'm sure those things happen to you often. And those are the ones that are quite easily to follow. Why? Because they're not big life-changing decisions. But when guidance start telling you about what to do with your life based on your choices to begin with, oh, so now there's a problem. Oh, maybe heaven's not talking to me. Oh, maybe that's just my crazy thoughts, right? Or nah, that's too much to risk. Guidance doesn't care. It's the same banana. It's the same thing as telling you to call your mom to get out of this difficult relationship. It's the same guidance. One is just scarier, but it's heaven speaking nonetheless. But it's so uncomfortable. Of course it is. Many times it will be. Many of the direction that guidance will tell you will probably be not easy. Especially those big, huge stuff that you have to decide, like quitting your job or deciding to have an entirely different career or moving houses or deciding what to do with your relationship. These can't be comfortable. It can be, but it can't be always comfortable. But it's heaven speaking nonetheless. So I guess it boils down to how much do you trust heaven? And that's a thought that I'd like to leave you with. How does heaven speak to you? How do you let heaven speak to you? Pay attention. The answer is there before you even ask. Have a good day, everybody. So that's it for today. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. More importantly, comment down below. So let's have a chat. Bye.